I hope that you all enjoyed your Independence Day holiday as much as I did. We had a great time, spent it with the family, made a lot of noise, and celebrated the things that are important to us. Now it's back to work. It's just those hot dog days of summer, and we're going to take advantage of them. So today I'm back out at the range. We have the AirForce Texan SS, which is the air rifle, the PCP pre-charged pneumatic air rifle in .457 caliber. And we had a little bit of fun with it when we introduced it a few weeks ago. And the only question that I've gotten repeatedly, because we announced that we were going to be doing some testing and collecting some data soon, is how does it group? That seems to be the most common one. So let's look at groupings first. I still can't get over how cool this thing is. It just, no matter how much I think about it, the smile just doesn't go away. It's a .457 caliber, pre-charged pneumatic rifle. It's throwing, in today's case, 350 grain pill at around 700 feet per second. The recoil is funny because you don't expect recoil with an air rifle. It's very quiet. But man, the energy, we're still working with around 400 foot-pounds of energy. And it doesn't matter how long I stare at it, it just continues to get cooler. So we promised you some tests where we would actually collect some data. We're going to start slow and today, and we're going to start by shooting these 350 grain pills at 50 yards to see how they group. So for purposes of this testing, as you can see, I'm connected to the tank. I'm at around 2,800 foot-pounds. Now, when I have my local scuba shop check the tank, they're telling me that I'm at or just over 3,000. No idea. Second tank in a row. Somebody's equipment isn't reading the same as someone else's. Don't know whose is right, but we're going to continue to test until we do. Anyway, let's put some. Let's do a 5-shot group of these at 50 yards and see how it groups. Looks pretty good from here. Certainly easy to see these holes. The trigger is interesting. We'll go over the trigger specifically in a future test. But it has a real interesting, smooth feeling. That looks like a pretty decent group. So for a point of reference, we can cover the entire group with ease with my the Bigshooterist challenge coin. I'll measure it and I'll put the numbers on the screen, but it's going to be just about an inch, maybe a little under an inch, maybe a little bit over an inch. But to put that into perspective, when we're talking 5 projectiles that are damn near 1/2 inch in diameter, just a projectile, and we're putting 5 of them within an inch from an air rifle off a bench with a block of wood and the back end floating around. I mean, there's a lot of jet factor that's built into that, and it's still able to do this. And when I look at these big 350 grain flat point projectiles, there are a lot of adjectives that come to mind, but thin and aerodynamic, there's certainly not 2 of them. And this thing is really putting out. Let's do another group right here at 50. The whole sensation of shooting this, between the noise or lack thereof, the recoil, thing's a trip. Awesome. I think if I put this in a regular rest, instead of, you know, floating all around here and my high-tech block of wood, I bet it would lay down a group. It's looking better than the first. I had to mess things up and put one dead center. What's up with that? And number 5. This thing is excellent. So we know it has the capability to really shoot at 50 yards. Obviously no problem at all. Even these great big flat heavy projectiles are still coming in, you know, tickling a 1-inch group for 5 rounds with a jet factor in it. So that could be a big problem, that jet factor. Maybe, maybe not. But the rifle performs fantastic. We've just begun to scratch the surface as far as really gathering significant data, but when you're shooting 5-shot groups, when the projectile, you know, is damn close to a 1/2 inch in and of itself, you can put 5 of them within an area around the size of an inch. That's pretty damn good. And the last run through the chronographs we had, from the high, you know, the fastest muzzle velocity to the slowest, I think it was only 5 feet per second difference. That type of consistency at the muzzle is what gives us that type of consistency, you know, at this case, 50 yards away from the muzzle and 100 yards away. So, you know, this is a hell of a package. The quality is fantastic. The wow factor is unbelievable. Every place that I've gone that people expect me to have things that are either very loud or very fast or weird, you know, something from my weird world, I've been bringing this, and people gravitate to this thing. The AirForce Texan SS is a blast to shoot. It's a lot of fun. People seem to love it. Compared to the prices of most of the things, again, in the NFA industry, it's extremely reasonably priced. And, you know, if you cast bullets, you know, if you're a caster or reloader, you can cast projectiles for this, and that's something else that we're going to spend some time with, is different loads. Up till now, we focused on this 350 grain projectile, and I can see why this one was recommended. It's, you know, it's doing gangbusters. So I hope you enjoyed this second look at the AirForce Texan SS. We've got a lot more to go, but it's been a lot of fun. If you did, please click like, share us with your friends in your vast social media universe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, both on YouTube and on Full30, and make sure that you ask to be notified. And double check if you think you've asked to be notified, because a lot of people are telling me they don't see anything when we upload it. They have to go to the channel and look, and they find, you know, sometimes dozens of videos they weren't notified about. So it might be worth taking a look at if you want to follow the things that we do. Visit us over on Patreon and consider becoming part of the family over there. That's a lot of fun, and our Patreon brothers and sisters in arms have been an enormous help in this weird time where most of the other social media platforms are really making it difficult for us to do what we do. Patreon has been a fantastic outlet for that. The place that we're probably the most active, if you want to engage in conversation, just generic stuff, is on Facebook at facebook.com/guntestvids, where we try to post every single day. Till next time, have fun and be safe.